It's pretty good. No, that's really good.
I'm gonna cook for my family this week using this book. Stick around to see what we think.
The sauce has a nice flavor.
How's the gravy?
Bad.
Rich, umami, I could eat that every day.
That's really nice.
The flavors are just like not it.
This is my kind of dinner.
It's all right.
It's good.
That's a keeper.
It's kind of weird. So good.
It's pretty good.
Very solid. I would make this again. Greetings and welcome to or welcome back to PB with Jay. Here on the channel, we focus on all things plant-based goodness, and sometimes we cook from other people's cookbooks and let you know what we think. And this week, we are cooking from Vegan Wholesome by Brandi Doming. Brandi is the brilliant mind behind the website Vegan 8. She also has another cookbook called the Vegan 8 Cookbook, I believe is the name. I think her general philosophy, if I understand it correctly, is that she tries to keep her recipes to 8 ingredients or less, just because that keeps things nice and simple for people. I think she is like a lot of us. She's a parent, she's a busy person, doesn't have a lot of time, but wants to eat good, tasty food. That's her goal, and that's what we're gonna check out today. And we'll let you know if she accomplishes that goal. What I like about this book is that I think everything is gluten-free. I think she also has a gluten allergy in her house, if not herself. And this book is oil-free as well. So there's probably very few swaps that I will have to do in here. And like you know, as I do, if I do have to make any swaps, I'll let you know as I go along the way. If you're the kind of person who has a problem with someone doing a review of a cookbook and doing swaps along the way, this video, and generally my videos, won't be for you, because this is how we roll. We make things work here. Now stick around to the end of the video where I'm gonna give you our usual shout outs, and I'll let you know my final thoughts and whether or not I think you should buy, borrow, or bypass this book altogether. But just going through this, you know, I think there's a lot of stuff in here that's going to be really exciting for a lot of you. A lot of the information in here is similar to what's in a lot of plant-based cookbooks, especially whole food plant-based cookbooks, in terms of like how to build meals, her philosophy on eating, how to cook without oil, that kind of stuff. So if you're new to that, this will be very helpful for you as well. And if you're curious about how our little grading system works, I got a little chart right up here on the screen that will help to explain the letter system that we use when we give our reviews. All right, to the food. So tonight for dinner, we're gonna make these Swedish meatballs along with this Swedish meatball gravy, I believe it's called. Swedish gravy, there we go. So I've never made Swedish meatballs before, especially plant-based ones. So this is interesting and exciting. Woody picked this out. We're gonna serve this just over top of some gluten-free macaroni noodles that I just cooked on the side. So this is slightly time-consuming, although nothing in this is complicated or hard to do. You just need a little bit of extra time because the meatballs alone take like 35 minutes to cook, but they're easy to make. So what you wanna do is take most of your ingredients. You're gonna take your onion and a bunch of your spices. You're gonna put them inside your food processor and just blitz them around until it's, you know, nicely minced up and chopped up. And then you're gonna add everything else and you're going to blitz it until it's nicely processed. Give it a feel with your hands, and if you find it's a little bit too wet, add a little bit more panko breadcrumb in. This is gluten-free panko breadcrumb. We got it in our store. Hopefully you can find some in yours. I found it needed like probably another up to a quarter a cup, just until you can kind of form it in your hand and your hand isn't left goopy afterwards. So once that was done, I then just used a little cookie scoop to put it onto a baking sheet. It says that it makes 18. I think mine made closer to 24. I should have mentioned that you preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. And then after we roll the meatballs out, I just wet my hands a little bit so you can put them into balls a little bit easier. We're gonna bake those for 20 minutes on one side And then after that, we're gonna flip them around and bake them for, it says another 15 minutes on the other side. Although I gotta say, when I took them out, they were pretty firm. So I'm gonna check them after 10 minutes because I don't know if they're gonna need the whole 15 minutes. Don't mind Wooly, she's just making dressing beside me. Hi, Wooly! And then while that's happening, you can make your Swedish gravy, which is really, really easy. You just put everything into the food processor. The only thing that I've swapped out here is, instead of soy sauce, I'm using tamari. I did the same thing with meatballs themselves. What's unique here is just like the combination of flavors in this gravy. I've never put yogurt into a gravy before, so it's gonna have like a different kind of a vibe. So you blend that all together, pour it into your pot, and that cornstarch I found is activating really, really quickly. It says it takes 5 to 8 minutes. I'd say it took a little bit less. So I'm just gonna keep this on low. I might even turn it off actually, because there's a few more minutes before the meatballs are done. The trick to making sure that the gravy is the right consistency for a sauce and it hasn't gotten too thick is just take a regular spoon and on the back of it, just with your finger, draw a little bit of a line. And if the liquid doesn't blend into the line, it kind of stays firm, then you know it's ready to go. Okay, so to serve, what does she say? Let the meatballs cool a few minutes and serve with the Swedish gravy and parsley. So we'll chop up some parsley, and then we'll put this on top of our pasta with the meatballs and the gravy. And hopefully everyone enjoys this. And if not, it's Woolie's fault, because she picked this recipe. Doesn't even listen. Doesn't even know I'm throwing her under the bus. How you hopping along over there, Woolie?
Hop along me.
Her foot's getting better. She can kind of sort of walk on it a little bit. How's the gravy?
Bad. Who wants sour cream on pasta?
The Swedes do, Annie.
Yeah, we're not Swedish, buddy. Last time I checked.
What, you don't want to order Thai food on Thursday because we're not Thai?
Well, but Thai food tastes good.
I will say I don't like sour cream, so I'm a little nervous about this.
I think it's good. The balls are good. They hold together.
You know what it reminds me of?
What?
Stroganoff. I don't mind that. The balls are really flavorful.
Yeah, they hold together.
Yeah, they do. That's hard for a... Look, yeah. That's not common for a plant-based bean ball. That's a keeper.
It's really good. I give it an A.
Well, you definitely need salad with it, which we're having on the side. It doesn't feel like a complete meal to me. I give it an A. I like this more than I expected to. I might put more sauce on top. You want more sauce?
Sauce. Yeah. It's alright. The sauce has a nice flavor. The meatballs are not that dry. I like a B.
Yeah. So Annie does not like the sauce, but you're gonna give the meatballs a try. So you're not even putting sauce on. So this is the meatball dry.
It's fine. Like a B. It's fine.
This doesn't taste anything like the IKEA ones though.
Doesn't taste like IKEA meatballs, Ephraim says.
IKEA
Did they have
meatball.
plant-based ones, IKEA? Ooh, I haven't had those yet.
Neither have I.
Have you had the IKEA Swedish plant-based meatballs? Let us know in the comments down below what you think.
We've been wondering.
Let me know if it's worth a trip to get some more furniture.
Can I eat my noodles now?
Yes, your noodles now. For dessert tonight, we're gonna make this sweet potato caramel. I'm really excited about this because it uses pretty much all whole food plant-based ingredients and I don't do any modifications. The one note they have is that they say that do not replace the coconut sugar with any other sugar, otherwise it won't taste like caramel. So the first thing we're gonna do is bake a sweet potato. Now you're not gonna need an entire sweet potato for this. You just need like 1/4 cup, so you can put the rest aside for something else. We're gonna poke some holes in this and then put it in the air fryer for like 40 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit and then just let it cool down naturally. And then we're gonna put everything else into a blender until it's completely smooth. Put into a small pot and bring it up to a medium-low heat to a simmer. And we're gonna stir it around with the spatula just until it thickens up. Now what you wanna do is take a spoon, and just like we did with the Swedish meatball sauce, is we're just going to dip it in, and then when you can run your finger along the back and it doesn't kind of drip inside, you know it's thick enough. Now they also say that it will thicken as it cools, and if you find it thickens too much, just heat it up again.
is not caramel. This is like pumpkin spice.
But is it good?
Not for ice cream.
Really?
Maybe for the top of like vanilla ice cream. If you wanted it to kind of taste like pumpkin pie, but
Do you like it though?
yeah.
What would you give it?
I don't know. A B, a B or an A. Depends on what you put it on. This? No.
Wow. I gotta try just that. That's really nice. It's really awesome. It tastes like caramel sauce.
And I thought it tasted more like pumpkin spice.
A little bit, yeah. But it's good. I think it's a nice flavor. I really like it. And it's tofu plant-based?
Yeah, there's coconut sugar in it.
Oh, okay. But you could use date.
She says that you won't get the same results with. I mean, I guess it's.
Well,
we
it'd
could
be
try
thicker,
it.
though. It might be cool.
Yeah,
I give it an A. Or actually, maybe be a little thicker.
yeah. So maybe it thins. It will thicken as it cools down. Okay, my turn. I like it. What did you think, Andrew?
I think Annie was right. It tastes like pumpkin spice.
Is that a bad thing for you?
For ice, yeah, I wouldn't put it on this ice cream.
Gotcha.
Like she said, maybe on vanilla, but it's just sort of like, yeah, it feels more like something you'd had at Starbucks than something
Yeah.
you put on at Baskin
I would
Robbins.
drizzle it on top of my frappuccinos.
I think it's really nice flavor. But it's specific. I want to see how it thickens up. I'm gonna give it like an A, and if it thickens up more, then maybe an S. Do you like it, Dale?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
Dale
that's
approves.
A for
It's alright. I don't think I'm gonna put it on mine.
Okay.
But for like a vegan caramel sauce, I feel like it might need some more salt.
Right. Yeah. A little salt. I think this is a good base
Is
to
there
start.
salt in it?
A little bit, yeah.
And it needs more.
I think this is a good base to start from. Like, I think this is a good base to start to make a recipe from. It's not quite perfect, but it's good.
I'll give it like a B.
Nice. Tonight for dinner, I'm gonna make this lentil soup with turmeric and lemon. This is the kind of soup that I think is one of my favorites. It's simple, it's comforting. Woolie's gonna like it, I think, because there's no tomato in it. It's simple, but it looks like it's just full of spicy flavor. And according to the recipe, it cooks in 30 minutes, which means by the time you get your prep and all that kind of stuff done, it should be done in 45-ish. So you're gonna start off by, it doesn't say to soak cashews in warm water, but I always just do because I find they blend better. So soak them for a little bit first, and then you're gonna blend them in a cup of water and just let them aside to, thicken a little bit and blend, do their little cashew thing. Then it says to put a half a cup of water into a pot and let it warm up. Or you could totally preheat it like I did. Throw the water in and let it just splash up and steam. Don't do that, that's a bad choice. Add the onion and then let it kind of saute and cook for about 3 to 5 minutes to turn it loosen. And we're gonna add in our carrots and garlic. Let those cook for another 5 minutes or so until soft. And then we're gonna add in all of our spices and toss them around just for 30 seconds or so until they coat. Then we're gonna add in the broth, rinsed lentils, and maple syrup, and we're gonna stir it and bring that to a boil and let that cook for about 20 minutes, I think it says. It says just to cover it slightly, don't cover it all the way. Once that's done, we're gonna add the cashew cream, the lemon juice, the spinach, and stir just about 5 minutes just to let the spinach wilt and for everything to thicken up a little bit. And then you wanna taste the soup. I like that she tells you to test for seasoning. If you need a little more salt, a little more pepper, if the amount of lemon in there is enough for you, or if it's not enough, add some more, that kind of thing. Ooh, it's a bit more. I didn't add all the salt she calls for, but I probably put in more than I would normally put in. It tastes salty to me. The flavor is so good, it's rich, it's delicious. I'll wait to get my final rating with everyone else, but I like this a lot. I'm deciding for everyone that it needs more pepper. There's something very satisfying about smacking the pepper. Right? Love it. And then you can add more salt and pepper as you need as well, obviously. I'm gonna serve this with, I think, like a nice little whole wheat bagel. I'm looking forward to this. Oh, it smells good.
It tastes good. It's very similar to one we used to have all the time. So good.
Yeah, it's hearty. It's not. I was worried it was a little too salty at first. Like I might reduce the salt a little bit if I made this again.
I give it an S.
Yeah,
I really like it.
I give it an S as well. Rich, umami. I could eat that every day. It's delicious. I might put a little more vegetable in.
Yeah.
I would put mushrooms in here. I know Annie goes, no. I would put at least mushrooms.
Yeah.
Hey, how's your soup?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
I would like to see you eating this with a fork.
For what it's worth, and I'd love to hear you all shout off in the comments down below. Annie and I were having a debate over what was the more essential utensil.
Essential? Did you just say essential?
Essential. Essential utensil. A fork or a spoon. I said you need a fork for more things than you need a spoon, because a lot of things that you would use a spoon for, like soup, you could just pick up and drink. And then eat whatever's left of the chunky bits with a fork. So I think fork is more necessary than spoon. Annie's team spoon. Let us know in the comments down below. Are you team fork or team
For
spoon?
soup?
No, for anything, just in general. What's your final grade?
A B.
Only a B?
It's fine. It's not my favorite soup. I like the bread better. I give the bread an A.
The bagel we got from the store?
It's pretty good.
Does it remind you of a soup we used to have?
Yeah.
Okay, Mom said she used to make something like this all the time.
Hey.
Today? Just sneaking in here super quick to be completely self-serving and let you know that if you're looking for more whole food plant-based recipes, check out our cookbook. The hard copies are available again. They ship worldwide by me. I literally packed them myself after we signed them and autographed them to you. You can email me right here if that's something you're interested. Otherwise, the QR code that is on the screen right now will get you to our ebook as well. All right, back to Brandi's recipes. I don't know about you, but I absolutely love scones. And so when I saw that there was a dark chocolate orange-glazed scone recipe in this book, I knew I wanted to try it. So this is something that I'm gonna make during the day, and then we're gonna have it probably for, maybe a little dessert tonight. Maybe we'll have it for breakfast throughout the week. That's the beauty of scones. This is a little treatier though. There is chocolate in here, but if you don't wanna have the chocolate, you could probably just swap that out with some dried fruit. And what I love about this recipe is that it is gluten-free, doesn't have any oil in it. Basically, I'm just gonna use this recipe as is. There's nothing in here that I need to swap out. The only thing I haven't been able to get my hands on recently is dairy-free chocolate chips. For some reason, our grocery stores are out. So what I've done instead is buy a big bar of dark chocolate, and I'm just gonna cut that up. So it's gonna be like chocolate chunks as opposed to chocolate chips. You do you. In a large bowl, we're gonna whisk together the almond flour, oat flour, tapioca starch, flax seeds, baking powder, coconut sugar, and the salt. We're gonna mix that all together, and then we're gonna add in our maple syrup, orange zest, orange juice, vanilla, and we're gonna put those chocolate chips in after I finish cutting them up. We're gonna stir that until a nice thick dough forms, and then we're gonna press with the back of the spoon to make sure that it's a nice cohesive dough. We're gonna wrap that in plastic and place in the freezer for 1 hour, because otherwise it's just too sticky to handle, or so she says. If you're trying to reduce your plastic like we are, one little tip is have a couple plastic bags around, but instead of using plastic wrap or something like this, just put them inside of that and use a straw to suck out the air. And I'm using a metal straw, so even better. Gets you a little winded, but it's good. After that hour, we're gonna pull that dough out and we're going to form it into a ball and roll it out into a round flat disc that's like 1 inch thick and is about 7 to 8 inches wide in our circle, like the circumference type thing. Probably got that word wrong, not a math guy. Now we're gonna cut the dough evenly with a very sharp knife or a dough cutter into 8 equal wedges. I like to just cut it in half, and just keep cutting that in half. It's kind of like if you ever cut a pizza. I used to work at a pizza place in high school, so pretty good at cutting pizza. Don't want to brag. We're gonna then arrange the wedges a little bit spread out, and we're gonna bake them until golden on top, about 20 to 25 minutes. And then we're gonna let those cool before we do the glazing. So for the glaze, it's super simple. We're gonna whisk together some orange juice along with some powdered sugar. I'm just gonna use our date powder, which I know is gonna make it like brown and not like white and gorgeous. I don't care. We're gonna drizzle that glaze over top of the scone, and then we're gonna smash them into our faces. Let's see what the family thinks. Okay, so a little note, I'm asking everyone to try it without the icing because I use date powder.
I can't even taste the icing.
Oh, okay, well, either way, it makes it taste more datey than their recipe would for sure, because they just said to use vegan icing sugar. Anyway, just a heads up, I'm telling them not to try it with the icing.
It's got a texture of like a tahini cookie.
Okay, it looks more like a cookie. It's supposed to be a scone.
Yeah, it's not a scone.
It's not fluffy enough.
Nope.
Like a biscuit.
I probably think it's like an unhard biscotti.
Okay.
It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird.
What makes it weird?
I don't know, it's hard to describe. There's a weird flavor in there that I don't really like.
It's orange. It's orange.
I know that it's orange. I can taste the orange, that's not the weird flavor. A C, I think.
Okay.
A C or a B. Like, it tastes fine. Got a weird taste and texture, though. But it tastes fine.
So it looks more like a really big cookie. You know? Or like a biscotti. Like a soft biscotti, like Annie said. I can taste the orange right away. As far as flavor goes, it's just really... I like the flavors a lot. And I don't mind the textures, but I wouldn't call it a scone. It's more like a... Yeah, like a soft biscotti. When I think scone, it's got to be a little fluffier. But I like the flavor. So taking the name away, I give this at least an A. It's very solid. I would make this again. But I wouldn't call it a scone.
It's a little dry. Like it's more like a giant cookie than a scone.
That's what I said. I wouldn't call it a scone.
Was it meant to be chocolate?
Yep.
Okay.
Chocolate orange. And then it's supposed to be like a icing orange glaze.
Yeah.
So that made it datier.
I mean, I like dates, so
Yeah.
I'm not complaining. Yeah, I really like it. But I think it's more like a giant cookie.
Yeah, same. I said more like a soft biscotti.
I'm gonna give it an A. The flavor is really good. It's just the texture isn't very scony.
It's pretty good. No, that's really good. Like the chocolate is nice with the orange. Wow, that's like an A.
Oh, wow. Nice. Tonight for dinner, we're going to have the sweet and sour tofu with ramen. We get these really nice ramen noodles from Costco, so that's what we're going to be using. But whatever ramen noodles you have access to and use, make sure you just cook them according to those specific package directions. And if, like ours, you're using gluten-free ones, maybe undercook them a little bit because I find they get mushy otherwise. Well, I might even mush these ones up. Let's not pretend I'm going to be perfect here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take our tofu and we're going to press it. You don't need to press it for long. I just did it at the beginning while I was prepping everything else for like 10 minutes or so. While that's pressing, make the sauce really quickly by taking everything and just whisking it into like a small, medium-sized bowl. I thought this was a little thin, so I just added a little bit of water to just make it more of a sauce. Felt more like a paste, the way it was. Get the water boiling for your ramen, and as soon as that's ready, pop that in. We're gonna cut up all of the vegetables we need for this. By this point, the tofu should be nice and you know, deliquefied, pressed. That's the word I'm looking for. Cut that up into just little triangles or squares. She says to pan fry it. You can do that. I'm just throwing it in the air fryer. You just want to get a little brown on every side. While that's cooking, we're going to start getting our vegetables sauteing in I'm using a wok here. You can just use a frying pan if you want. I'm starting with the peppers. I added some mushrooms. That's not part of the original recipe, but we had some in the fridge, and why not add more vegetables? And then after a few minutes, throw the broccoli in, let that saute with it. Once the tofu was done, I mixed that in with the sauce and just stirred it around and let that sit on the side. I drained my noodles. I'm gonna put the noodles on top, throw the tofu on top of that, and then mix it all together. She recommends if you want, put some more hot sauce on, put some more red pepper flakes on. I cut up some green onions, and I put that on top. Otherwise, this is done. This was super, super fast. I swear I made this in 20 to 30 minutes, and that included the extra time it takes to shoot these videos. It's pretty quick. I have high hopes for this just because the other meals and things inside of this cookbook have been pretty on point flavor-wise.
This is my kind of dinner.
It's just gluten-free ramen. It does look like spaghetti though.
It's yummy. It's good. It's got like a tiny bit of spice, but it's really nice.
Don't you have said.
I would maybe increase the sauce or reduce the noodles so the sauce.
Yeah.
I don't think I put the right amount of noodles in. I think I put more in just so we flesh it out a bit more.
More sauce.
But I think, given that, I think I diluted it. So I'm gonna assume the flavor is even more potent, and it's already really good.
I like it.
I added the mushrooms. Other than that, everything's
I
as
would
is.
eat it again.
It's great.
I give it an A.
Yeah, I think I want more vegetables and things in it.
Can you fill that water bowl up?
Yeah, we like vegetables.
Like it's good. It could just use extra stuff in it. Some like Thai basil on top or something. But it's an A. It's a solid A.
It's good. The sauce has dried onto the noodles, so it's not very saucy.
Some more sauce.
No, I can taste the sauce. It just needs to be more liquidy.
Mm.
I give it a B or an A or a B-A or a B.5.
This is not sweet or sour.
It's spicy.
Yeah, it's spicy. The flavors are just like not it. Not sweet or spicy. It's not sweet or sour. It's just spicy. So it's like a C. There's not like a lot of flavor. It's like kind of like muted.
Okay. I want to throw myself under the bus here a bit because I might have put more noodles in than I should have. So the sauce might have carried over a bit better. So take that all with a grain of salt with our feedback here.
So for a little snacky item, I'm gonna make these apple pie spice balls. She says the beauty of these things is that it tastes like apple pie, but without all the work. Who doesn't like that? So these look really, really simple. Have you ever made like kind of protein balls or energy balls or any other version name of them? This is basically that. Although you don't need to use a food processor, you can do this all in a bowl, so it's even easier. Now the one thing I will kind of flag, that's a slight pet peeve of mine in some cookbooks, is that she said for the prep time it's 10 minutes and the cook time is 0. So this makes you think you can eat them right away. And I'm sure you could, but after she suggests that you let them sit in the fridge for an hour or two. So that's happened more than once in this cookbook. There was another instance where I had to put the dough for the scones in the freezer for an hour. That I would just love an indication of that kind of thing in the top part where you're mentioning your timings otherwise. Just because I know, like, when I'm planning my day or my meals for the week, I have to, like, know if I need to prep something a little earlier or if I can't eat it right away. Anyway, very small, very nerdy. Let's get into the recipe. So in a large bowl, we're gonna whisk together the cashew butter, the almond butter, the applesauce, maple syrup, the spices, and the salt. And then we're gonna add in the oats and the oat flour and stir until a very thick dough forms. Here's the one swap I have to make is I don't have the quick rolled oats that she suggests. We don't buy them ever, we only buy rolled oats. So hopefully those are gonna work inside of here. If not, that's on me. She says to use the back of a spoon to press the mixture together. I just use my hands because I like to put a little bit of love in my food. And then we're gonna take a small plate and we're gonna take our graham crackers. We have these gluten-free graham crackers that our grocery store has. They're probably not whole food plant-based, but we're just putting them on the outside and you can omit them if you want. You can either crush the graham crackers with your hands or put them between parchment paper or in a little plastic bag and just roll them out with a rolling pin, and that'll make like graham cracker crumbs as well. Unless you can just buy gluten-free graham cracker crumbs. Also, if you're not gluten-free and you want to use your regular graham cracker crumbs, you do you. Divide the mixture into 12 equal portions using a cookie scoop, and then roll them into tight balls with the palm of your hands. I find sometimes it can help to dampen your hands a little bit. So we're just gonna roll each ball into the crumbs until they're evenly coated, and then we're gonna set them inside the fridge for an hour or two just to firm up. And then we're gonna pop them in our mouths and let you know what we think.
Oh my goodness, so painful.
Really?
Like an A. It's not as dry as I thought it was gonna be. Looks pretty dry.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're in the fridge.
That's really good. That's really, really good.
Yeah?
Are there nuts in it?
There are cashew butter and almond butter. Maybe we can make our own version that doesn't have nuts.
S.
So good.
Did Eddie take you out already?
Mmm. Yeah, the author said that they were trying to recreate like the vibe of apple pie without all the effort. An A. So
You could do dried apple.
everyone wants us to put. I don't think dried apple would make it too chewy.
Yeah, isn't that good?
Maybe. I like it. It's really, really good. I don't think it's the texture she wanted, but I give it like an A too. But there's something like, yeah, might even be some apple chunks in it would be good.
What's that?
Apple pie ball.
Okay. It's alright.
Yeah.
Gloopy. Not gloopy, but
Yeah.
like I don't know how to describe that. Not chewy.
Just the texture's not quite there.
It just needs to be like harder.
Okay, firmer. What do you give it?
Because it's just like eating peanut butter.
Oh, okay.
I'll have another one though.
So you like them?
Like a B plus.
All right. I don't know. I think that's an A. You keep on going back.
What A?
So before I tell you my final thoughts and whether or not I think you should buy, borrow, or bypass this book altogether, I'd like to give a very quick hello to some of you who said hello to us in the comments down below. Cheryl from Cranbrook, BC. Isabel from Utah, originally from Quebec. Sylvia from Australia. Pat from Peterborough. Emma Watt 25 from the Maritimes. Lori from Los Angeles. Kathy from Vancouver. Sharon in the United Kingdom. Mary, the Mary Vegan in Minnesota. Nicole A. from San Antonio, Texas. Cheryl from Minnesota. And Sonia from, you didn't actually say where you're from in the world, but I know where you're from on the internet, and that is our Mighty Network, which is a group of like-minded individuals who share recipes, they share ideas, they ask questions. It's a community for people that might not have other people in their world that eat whole food, plant-based. You get a lot of perks there. You get advanced viewings on these videos. I post recipes there from time to time. And you can join us over there for the price of a crappy cup of coffee a month. All right, so what were my final thoughts on vegan wholesome? As you saw, we loved a lot of the stuff in this book. If I have one criticism, it's very minor. At the top of the page, she has prep and cook timings. But I'll say I got boned once or twice in the recipes here because it didn't mention like waiting time in the fridge or the freezer. So I thought I could just wing it and have something ready in 20 minutes. And then I realized that it recommends you wait for an hour or two. So that's the kind of thing that just make sure you read the instructions all the way through, because it can be a little misleading and can screw up your timing. You should always read the instructions all the way through anyway. But just when you're planning your meals for the week and timings, just do a little extra research around that. Otherwise, this book was like a breath of fresh air. I didn't have to do any swaps. Everything was gluten-free. Everything was whole food, plant-based. The ingredients were easy to find. Honestly, no bones about it. This book is a straight up buy. It's got so many good recipes, and we only tackled a few of them. It's easy to make. The ingredients are easy to find. If you're the kind of person that doesn't buy books or doesn't have space for more books, get it from your library. And if you want to preview some of her recipes, you could also just go over to her Vegan 8 website as well, if you want to try those out before you deep dive into those, or if you don't want to try some of the recipes that we showed here today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button to let YouTube know to share it with other people, and obviously subscribe for more videos like this. A lot of people think they're subscribed, but they're not necessarily, so make sure you check that out down below. And there's this new hype feature out, so if you feel like hyping our channel, that'd be nice too. And since you're still here listening to me babble, YouTube has this other video all queued up for you to watch right now for your viewing pleasure. You can hype that one too. Or not, you do you.